Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
I'm Mrs. Patterson.
Hi, nice
Thanks.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm sorry it's under these circumstances. Thanks for taking time to come down here. I know it's not easy to just drop everything and leave work and come on down, but I'm really grateful that you did.
Thank you. Mr. Johnson said it was really important. Apparently Brady made some sort of like online threat or something.
Yeah, we had a student come down this morning and show us a posting that he had made on Snapchat. Have you seen it yet?
Mm-mm. What is this all about?
Well, that's really what we're trying to figure out. So obviously it's our job here to keep everybody safe. And when a student brings something like this, we have to take it seriously. So what we're hoping to do today is gather some information and find out what's going on with Brady and what this is all about. So part of this is going to be talking to you and figuring out what's going on at home. Is there anything that could be triggering this? Also, there are 2 staff members in talking to Brady right now. So they're going to be talking to him about how he's feeling, what this was all about. Is there anything going on that he needs support with? Just really trying to dig down into what the issue is. So after we're done with this interview and then the interview with Brady, we have a couple other people who are going to be gathering information from his teachers and looking through his file that we have here. So we're going to come together as a team and we're going to bring all the information together and try to figure out what's happening and if there's anything we need to do as a school or as a family to support Brady and to make sure everybody's safe. So do you have any questions about what we're doing?
No, I mean, I don't, I'm kind of shocked. I don't really have
Yeah.
anything to say right now.
I imagine. I know this is a surprise. It often is when these things come up, but the good news is that we have a team here to help get to the bottom of it and to help support you and Brady, okay? All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to just ask you a couple questions. I'm going to take some notes here as we go through. So can you tell me just a little bit about how Brady is when he's at home?
I mean, he seems like a pretty typical middle school kid. I mean, I guess lately he seems to have less patience with us, but I just assume he's just a middle school boy and that's how they are.
Sure. And when you say us, who are you referring to?
Me and his younger brother Luke, we all live together at home.
Okay. Just you 3?
Yeah, I mean, the boys seem to fight a lot, but again, it seems typical. I have to break things up a lot,
Okay.
fight over little things.
Yeah. Okay. When did that start?
I guess, I don't know, within like the past few months. We used to have like family time. On Sundays, we do like movie night together. It's kind of our thing, kind of our tradition that at least the 3 of us would do together. But lately, he's just kind of been making excuses, kind of blowing us off and just going to his room.
Do you know what he does when he's in his room?
Not really. I mean, I guess he has his phone and, you know, his video games, maybe, you know, Facebook or Snapchat or whatever that stuff is.
Sure. What kinds of games does he like to play?
Like the fast pace, like high adrenaline, like shooting games, some racing ones, some sports ones, just lots of action.
Okay. So do you have any idea why we had this sudden change in behavior? Why is he pulling back from you and Luke lately? Any clues?
I don't know. I mean, he's my oldest. I just assume that's what kids his age do when they fight with their siblings and want to be with their friends more than their family.
So you can't think of anything that might have triggered this?
I mean, his dad passed away this year.
Oh, really? Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really know him that well. He left us when Brady was 4, so I don't even really think he remembers him. Luke was just a baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did he stay in touch with the boys over the years? Or?
No, not at all. He's kind of a loser, makes poor choices in his life.
Does Brady know about his death, though?
Yeah, I mean, he went to the funeral. We all did.
Okay. All right. And how did he handle it?
He didn't really seem to care that much. You know, our dog died recently, and he seemed to be more impacted by that. Like, he cried a lot over the dog and really didn't cry much over his dad.
Okay. So when was that the dog passed?
About 6 months ago, around there.
Okay. So did Brady get any kind of counseling to talk about his dad's death or anything like that?
No, I mean, he didn't really seem to need it. He didn't really say much about it after the funeral was over. That was kind of it.
Okay. Sounds like it was a tough year for you guys. You might tell me a little bit about Brady as a child. What was he like when he was younger?
Good. I mean, very active, he'd run all over, it was kind of like a little tornado. You knew where he had been in the house, because there was always a mess that he left behind.
I can relate to that.
You know, he was pretty kind to his brother. He did fairly well in school. You know, we had to put him on medication. That kind of helped with that behavior. Kind of wasn't as much of a tornado in our house anymore. He did have some speech problems when he was younger, but he did get help in school for that.
Okay. So the speech issues are resolved. You said he was on medication. What was that for?
Yeah, ADHD, he's been on medication since about first grade. A lot more of a hyperactivity is what we saw.
Gotcha. And he takes that medication every day?
Yeah.
Okay. And when was his last, like, med review with the doctor?
Oh, gosh, probably about 6 months or so ago. Probably about the same time the dog died.
Okay. Is he on any other medications?
No.
Does he have any other diagnoses besides ADHD?
No.
What else can you tell me about Brady? What does he do for fun? Does he have friends? What does he do with his friends?
He has a few close friends that'll come over sometimes, you know. Not as much lately, though. You know, they do the typical, you know, go in the bedroom, play their video games, typical boy stuff.
Mhm.
He's also involved in our church. He attends a youth group every Wednesday. I think he has some friends there, too. He's done that since about 3rd grade.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about what happened at school last week. You know that he got in trouble with Miss Curry.
Yeah.
So how did that go at home?
Well, he just came home and he was really upset. He said he got a Saturday school for not turning in his homework. You know, I grounded him for that. Saturday school is a punishment for me, just as much as him. You know, so I gave him a little extra.
Okay. What did he say about that? What was his reaction?
Well, he was really upset. He said that his teacher was lying about him not turning in his homework. He was very adamant about that. And then I grounded him on top of the Saturday school, so he got even more mad. You know, typical, called me names, stormed off, slammed his door, you know, which then, like, knocked a picture off the wall, so then I gave him another day for that. So,
Yeah.
you know, he's had quite a bit of punishment
He
for
was
what he did.
real mad, it
He was
sounds like.
really
Yeah.
mad. I've never really had him act that way before,
Okay.
where there was, like, damage and things like that.
Okay. So did you know about the Snapchat posting?
No, I didn't even know he was on Snapchat. I mean, I
Okay.
know that's something that the kids do,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't know he was on it.
Okay. So as you saw in the picture here, it looks like he's holding his fingers up in the shape of a gun.
Yeah.
And we sometimes call that like a veiled threat. It says like soon across the bottom, which is, you know, something that we have to take seriously. Do you have any weapons at home?
No, I hate guns. Anything related to them, no.
All right. Anybody else in the family who has guns that Brady might be able to access?
Yeah, my dad, his grandpa has guns. He lives, I don't know, a couple hours from here up north. He's taken Brady hunting before.
Okay. So he's used a rifle before then, Brady?
Yeah,
has?
but we don't go there very often.
Okay.
But
All right. So is there anything else that you can think of that you think we should know about? Anything else that you're concerned about with Brady?
not really. I'm just really concerned about this right now. I've never seen that from him before.
Yeah, so that's understandable that you'd be upset about this. Do you have any other questions for me at this time?
No, just when I can see him, that's all.
Okay. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go check on the progress the team's making, and we're going to get together as a team like I mentioned earlier. We're going to summarize everything, try to come up with, like, how concerned are we? And then when it's time to talk about, you know, what are our steps that we need to take to support Brady and to keep everyone safe, we'll bring you in and we'll bring Brady in, and we'll have you be a part of that process, okay?
Yep, thank you.
So I'll have you just sit tight here in the office for a few minutes. Is there anything you need?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Mhm.